Finally today, SUNUP's Elizabeth Hockett takes us to Blaine County for a story about family and a look at how a small business owner is impacting the lives of those around her.
Right now you might be thinking to yourself, I wonder what holiday they're celebrating. Or maybe it's somebody's birthday. Nope, not a holiday, not a birthday, just Wednesday.
My husband's great-grandparents came from Germany, and they were up in Kansas, and they heard about the land lotteries, the land run in Oklahoma. And so in 1893, they applied for one of the land lotteries and received this plot of land.
As a grandmother of 14, Cindy Nicolai knows the importance of family.
We actually still have the original patent that was signed by President McKinley. Build a house on it before they would get the deed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was this was March of 1893. So 6 generations have lived in that house. There's a house that they built in 1908, and we still live in that house. And it's probably one of the sturdiest houses that's been through tornadoes and everything else and never had a creak. So
remember back in 2020 when we had this little thing called a global pandemic? Lots of things were really hard to come by, and one of those was an open spot at a processing facility.
So I was calling around trying to get our normal appointments and was being told 2 years. And I was going, what? So, we started talking about it and decided, what would it take for us to open a facility?
Yes, Cindy is a cattle producer and a grandmother, but that's not all there is to her. She's also the owner of the Fatted Calf, a beef processing facility started in December of 2020.
We had equipment, we knew what to do, we had the experience, and so we decided to talk to the Department of Ag, and we called them, and they came out and talked to us and said, build a building. And so, the old saying, if you build it, they will come. They did. So we've got my son-in-law, who is the plant manager, our head butcher, and then my son. We call him our hired assassin. Because he does all of the knocks for the animals. My husband works in there. My daughter is also one of the butchers, and she does a fantastic job. My grandkids even, they can't wait. They like to help wash the floors, and they can't wait when somebody comes to pick up meat. They are there getting that meat out of those baskets and putting it in boxes. That way it's already ready.
This kind of thing is important for communities because it brings in not only jobs to the local areas, but it also brings the connection back between the consumer and the producer.
James Syzemore, extension educator for Blaine and Major counties, says getting beef from local butchers is about as close to farm to plate as you can get.
A person calls and they want to have their own beef fed out. They know where it's coming from. It's right here, home raised, homegrown, and you've supported your local economy.
Small businesses are the backbone of the country. They say farmers are the backbone, and I believe that, because if you don't farm, if you don't have farmers, you're not going to have food, you're not going to eat. But small businesses, locally owned businesses, are what keep our communities running. They're what keep people connected.
See ya. You know that old saying, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade? Well, when Cindy sees a lemon, she sees more than just a way to sweeten up the hard times. She looks deeper and finds an opportunity for growth. A seed she can plant for future generations.
It's a neat experience, something that we can share with the kids. They like to learn all the different cuts. It's just a good family business that they can inherit later on.
We were blessed because we had people come to us asking if we had jobs, if we had something that they could do for work. And we've never had to just, sit back and go, oh my, I don't know what we're going to do. At this point, still today, we are booked up 6 months, 7 months ahead. I give credit to the Lord for that because He's the one that laid it on our hearts to open this and to do it. And we did, and it's been a help to the community with not just, with neighbors and friends and people being able to bring their beef close, but providing some jobs and some opportunities, and so I guess we're doing pretty good.
With a successful business and a family to celebrate it with, I'd say pretty good might just be an understatement. In Blaine County, I'm Elizabeth Hockett.